Nelson Tethers, Department of Puzzle Research. Just arrived in Scoggins, Minnesota. There's a weird man staring at me. Some kind of thing going on at the local eraser factory. Locals report hearing whispers. Snow must be playing tricks on my eyes. For a second, I thought I saw... Eraser Factory is back open, even though Foreman Isaac Dabner remains missing. The Bureau's marking this case officially closed.
Ingram?
Oh, hiya, Nelson. Thought you'd left for the night.
How are things going in vegetable crimes?
The guys in leafy greens are pretty busy, but you know how dull it is in roots and tubers. We haven't had a real case since the Taro murders back in '76. What I wouldn't give to see some field action like you did. Puzzle division. Wow!
Are you looking through the Scoggins file?
I sure am. Oh, I hope you don't mind. It's just, I'm kind of a fan. You didn't just reopen some Eraser Factory. You completely cracked that case like it was some first-timer's letter substitution puzzle.
Yeah, crack that case wide open. So, what are you doing in my office?
Check it out! I just solved the latest from Japanese puzzle master Hanji Monosaki. It's rated 4 dragons. Looks like you've got some competition in the puzzle-solving department.
Yeah, about that. Nice try, Jim, but you see here...
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Don't worry, you almost... Hey, Jim, if you like puzzles, maybe you could do me a huge favor. I'm gonna be taking some time off, and I've still got all these tapes from the Scoggins case.
You want me to log them into evidence? These tapes must have all the puzzles.
Thanks, Jim. And I'll probably be recording more notes while I'm away.
No problem. Just mail them back to me and I'll file them through vegetable crimes.
Thanks for the help, Jim.
Yeah, Nelson. Have a good trip to... wherever.
The Bureau's marking this case officially closed, but I can't leave it like this. The factory foreman is still missing. There has to be some rational explanation for all the things I've seen. It's going to take all my vacation time, but I won't be able to relax until I've found Isaac Dapper and gotten to the bottom of this case. The only way to do that is to go back to Scoggins, Minnesota. I'm finally back in Scoggins. The place is a lot quieter at night. I don't see any of the familiar townspeople. I'm going to check into Valda's Inn and get a fresh start on the case in the morning.
Oh my, Mr. Agent Tethers.
Stove still working fine, Ms. Garrett? Good, then I just won't go anywhere near it ever again. I kind of miss the wooden gnome collection, Ms. Garrett. Made the whole place seem creepier. Good evening, Mrs. Garrett.
Oh dear. I mean, good evening, Agent Tethers. I didn't expect to see the FBI back here in town, not now that the eraser factory's back up and running.
This is just a personal trip. Has anyone heard from the factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
What? Who? Oh, no. I mean, I don't recall anyone with that name.
Do you know where I can get some chewing gum?
Gum? Oh my, no. You won't find a stick of it anywhere in town. Not until spring at the earliest, and maybe not even then.
Why do you say that?
There've been rumblings in the town council trying to ban it within city limits.
But gum's the only thing that helps me concentrate.
Yeah, it's all part of the new Keep Scoggins Beautiful campaign. It's just a darn shame. You can see pieces stuck to walls and trees everywhere you look.
I'll be on the lookout for it. I suppose the factory's still running with no problems?
Oh, yeah. Our plant supplies the White House with all of its erasers, don't you know?
Yes, ma'am. It's a national treasure.
And you helped us get to the bottom of that nasty incident like a real town hero.
Well, it was no...
Which is why it's so unusual that you'd be back in town again.
I never did get to try your famous hot dish.
Ooh, well, have a seat and I can whip up. I mean, we're all out. No, sir, not a scrap of it anywhere. Can't make any hot dish for the guests just come in from the cold.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Could I get the same room I had last time?
Oh, no. Oh, dear. This is terrible. We're completely booked up, I'm afraid. No vacancies.
No vacancies? In Scoggins?
Oh, yeah. Lots of, tourists. Here for the snow and, erasers. Look, you can see here for yourself.
Looks like there's a room available.
Well, isn't this embarrassing? That room is being, fumigated. Ghosts.
Ghosts?
No, not ghosts. The other thing.
Bedbugs?
Oh, heavens, no. Of course it's not bed bugs. It's, painters.
The room's being fumigated for painters?
Don't be silly, Agent Tethers. I mean to say the room's being painted. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to look somewhere else.
But it's freezing, and this is the only hotel in...
Yeah, no vacancies. You'll just have to go outside.
Hello again.
Well, how do you do, Mr. FBI Man Tethers?
Well,
Stay warm, dear.
Scoggins hasn't wasted any time making me feel unsettled and unwelcome. Tried to check into the hotel, only to be told there were no vacancies. Unless the town's become a tourist hotspot, the innkeeper is trying to hide something. Just heard something from the alley behind the hotel. The alley where I saw one of those creatures. I'm going to investigate. Oh, it's just the door. The noises in the alley turned out to be nothing more sinister than a back door to a warm room for the night. There has to be a reason Mrs. Garrett doesn't want anyone to know I'm staying here. But that, is a mystery for tomorrow. For a second, I thought I saw someone on the street below. Probably just my imagination. I wonder if I could sneak this painting out in my carry-on luggage. Ah, a hidden people lamp to stare at me all night while I sleep. Comforting. That was a tricky one. It's clear now that the mysteries of Scoggins go deeper than the incident at the eraser factory. And I'm convinced I made the right choice to come back. Assuming, of course, I make it through the night. Huh? It's no good. Someone knows I'm in town because I've just received a note. Isaac Davner does not exist. I won't have any idea what that means until I've gotten enough information to solve the puzzle on the other side. My first priority tomorrow is to take this note into town and find out what these names have in common.
Stupid flyers. Crash of a black moon.
Excuse me. Daryl, was it?
Hang on, Hey, you're that FBI guy.
Special Agent Tethers, Puzzle Research Division.
Yeah, well, I've got a missing person case for you guys to solve.
The factory foreman?
That's old news. I'm talking about my brother Daryl.
Could you tell me more about your brother's disappearance?
We were out past Sesame Woods a couple of days ago. Daryl split off on his own because he said we were in Barrelope country.
Barrelope?
Oh, they're real. Don't doubt it.
And he was scared of them.
Scared? Nah, he went hunting for him. Haven't seen him since.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Daryl?
He's allergic to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Do you know anything about the hidden people?
Great. My brother goes missing, and the FBI comes to ask me about forest gnomes.
You don't believe in them?
You should have come here earlier, when I was 4 years old, and listened to bedtime stories.
Where have you been putting up those flyers?
I've been getting permission first. It's legal.
Need any help?
Sure. Federal tax dollars should work.
There you go. That should get everybody in town on the lookout for Daryl.
I doubt it in this town. People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
There have been other missing people?
Plenty others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go missing just last week.
Do you know where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred, something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI. Try looking for my brother while you're at it.
It sounds like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend. And look for Daryl's brother, of course. Have you seen or heard from Isaac Davner since I left?
Who?
The foreman of the eraser factory. He went missing after the factory shut down.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, figures. People here go missing all the time.
Hi, Mrs. Garrett.
Hello, Agent Tethers. I hope you had a good night.
I did, actually, thanks to a mysterious benefactor.
Oh, it's not that mysterious. I'm sure she just... I mean, whoever it was just hated the thought of you being out there in the dark and cold.
Mrs. Garrett, was anyone pressuring you to keep me from checking in?
What? Oh, no. That business about the vacancies was just, a clerical error. Oh, silly me.
Well, okay.
It's just that some people don't trust outsiders because they see this town as a family. A brotherhood of Scoggins, if you will. But that's no reason to be inhospitable.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Stove still working fine, Ms. Garrett? Good. Have you seen Bo Murphy? The last time I saw him, he was in the alley talking to someone. I was hoping to ask him some questions about it.
Bo Murphy? Well, I haven't seen him in... Oh my, how long has it been since I've seen him? Must have been around the time you were here last.
That's been quite some time.
Mumbled something about going into the woods to finish a conversation. Haven't seen him since.
I'm actually kind of curious about that hot dish I've been hearing about.
Oh, sorry, Agent Tethers. We really are out of the hot dish for real, I'm afraid. It's been a bad winter for moose meat, and the man who usually delivers the cilantro has gone mysteriously missing.
Is there anyone else staying in the hotel?
To be honest, no. Why do you ask?
Somebody left a strange note under my door last night. Couldn't see who it was.
Oh my, I was at the desk all night, and I didn't see or hear anyone come in or out.
Has anyone in town actually seen the hidden people?
Agent Tethers, that's just crazy talk. The only gnomes in Scoggins are the little wooden ones.
Speaking of that, what happened to your collection from the window?
Oh, those? I sold them to that nice man Steve at the diner. Made a tidy profit, too.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division, Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred. I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a student of mankind.
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock. Very bright young man. Disappeared, when was that? 2 months ago?
That was before the incident at the eraser factory. But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes. The shared reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
Do you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating story, that. A real suburban myth in the making. To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, a ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner's not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero in a quest for truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right. You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
Thanks for your time, Alfred. If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He was looking for information about the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Wills. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bog. The sheriff may not be helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
What he said. That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws. I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Boggs' office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any... Daryl's disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
equal distribution of weight between words. 12 votes to title compensation circuit. The whispers. Oh,
Hi, Steve.
you're that FBI agent. Grapples?
Tethers. How's business?
I'm not into tchotchke smuggling anymore, if that's what you're asking.
No, I was just...
You can't prove anything.
Calm down.
Okay. It's that I just can't figure out this problem. Maybe you can help.
Have you seen Isaac Davner around town?
Davner, the old eraser factory foreman. Oh, nobody's seen him since the incident.
What can you tell me about the hidden people?
I'm not into that anymore. The market dropped out on gnome figurines.
No, I mean real ones.
Real hidden people? Are you trying to catch me saying something crazy? Is this entrapment?
There seem to be a lot of missing persons cases around Scoggins.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Did you know any of the missing people?
I don't talk to a lot of people in town. Just here for business.
Okay, good luck, Steve.
Yeah. Birds always hold as much as they can carry. Back home. Get back home.
The foreman's wife, Glory Davner, is still working at the diner as if nothing's happened. Even though her husband's still missing, and the last time I saw her, she was using a chainsaw to try to drown me under a lake of ice. I still don't know how she's involved, but I'd better make it clear I'm only trying to help if I want to get any information. Mrs. Davner, Glory, I think Isaac must have been involved in something big.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
If you've got any information, it's not just a crime to keep quiet. It's preventing me from being able to help find your husband.
I don't know where Isaac is, honest. I'm sorry.
The place just isn't the same without the Darrells, boxing up insects and being generally annoying. Hello, Sheriff Bogg.
Agent Heathers, what are you doing back in town? We got everything under control, and we don't need the FBI poking its...
Calm down, Sheriff. I'm just here on personal leave.
Well, I keep my eye on tourists just the same as FBI agents.
When I filed my report with the Bureau, I left out the part about you holding me at gunpoint.
Come on, Tethers. I don't know how you boys do things in Washington, but out here, sometimes a man's gotta do what he's gotta do, even if it means drawing a gun on a fella.
What? I hope you've started to take Bjorn's cult seriously. I'm convinced they're behind the disappearance of Isaac Davner.
What? That's crazy. The Brotherhood of Scoggins are valued members of this community. I'm not gonna let them be harassed by anybody, FBI or no.
I believe the hidden people have something to do with the incident at the factory.
Agent Tethers, please. Just because we don't live in some fancy city doesn't mean you can treat us like gullible yokels.
I've heard that Isaac Davner is only one of the people to go missing around Scoggins. What can you tell me about the other disappearances?
What can I tell you? Nothing. Sure, I got files on all the so-called missing persons, but I don't have to show them to any FBI man, especially one who's not here on official business.
You've been just as helpful as always, Sheriff Bogg.
Glad to be of service, Agent Chathers. Enjoy your time in our town, and behave yourself.
Agent Tethers,
Ah!
we need to talk. Outside.
What did you need to talk about, Mrs. Davner?
It's about Isaac. He's not back yet. He's supposed to be back.
I warn you, Glory, that attacking an FBI agent with a chainsaw is a federal offense.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just, you were going to stop the Brotherhood. I couldn't let you. Isaac needed to finish his journey.
Why are you worried about Isaac now? You're the one who helped them take him.
You don't understand. It was the only way to save him.
Save him?
Isaac was troubled. The Brotherhood offered us a way to cure him.
How are the Brotherhood supposed to cure Isaac?
Some kind of spiritual thing, I guess. Neither of us really understood it, but we were desperate.
Do you have any idea where the hidden people would have taken Isaac?
The hidden people aren't real.
But I saw them taking Isaac away.
It's the Brotherhood. They lied.
What do you mean when you say the Brotherhood lied?
Bjorn talked about finding peace by communing with forest spirits. I thought it was a... what's the word?
A metaphor?
No, a crock. But we'd try anything. And now Isaac's missing.
In the lodge, I saw a photo of you and Isaac with the rest of the Brotherhood.
They said they could help us. Help Isaac. But they've been taking people. They took Isaac. It's all my fault. The sheriff knows. He's working with them.
Look, Glory, I'd like to stay and talk, but
You've got to get the missing person files.
that's actually a good idea.
I'll make sure Sheriff Boggs stays in the diner. Find out anything you can about Isaac.
I finally got some help, more or less, in finding Isaac Davner. His wife, Glory, believes that the local cult is behind all the missing person cases in Scoggins. I'm going back to the sheriff's office to find out exactly what he's hiding in his files. Oh, Mr. Scruffman, you've been there the whole time. That conversation between Glory and me was strictly confidential, you know. I know you'd like Isaac out of the way, but I'm going to find him.
If you say so.
Still working on that sign, huh?
Things fall apart.
The station is locked tight. It looks like the sheriff's interest in puzzles extends to office security. Aha! Now to find those missing persons files.
Agent Tethers.
Cripes! Sheriff Bog! How long have you been standing?
Randall Scruffman told me you might be paying my office a visit.
I'm sorry, it's just, I really needed to see how bad this missing person problem is.
Everything I got about missing people is in those files.
Thanks. I wonder if the rest of the Scoggins police force is as competent as Sheriff Bog. Did Glory Davner ever tell you she suspected the Brotherhood of being involved in the disappearances?
Glory's a confused young lady. The Brotherhood helps people, whether it's with personal troubles or with what the fancy doctors call an addiction to puzzles.
She told me that you're working with the Brotherhood.
Rumors. Unprovable rumors. You just find what you need in those files and then be on your way.
With all due respect, Sheriff, these files aren't exactly comprehensive. There are no dates.
What's in the files is everything I got, Tethers. Aha! It spells a name? Teeter-daughter. Did Did you say teeter-daughter?
Maybe?
That's probably Melkorka teeter-daughter. And she's a strange one. Keeps to herself. Nobody in town really knows her.
Is she one of the missing people?
Missing? Nah, I can't say anyone would miss her. She lives in the old Teeterson house over on the west side of town, near Valda's Inn.
Then I'd better find out what she knows about all these disappearances.
Putting my furniture back in order and fix the lock on your way out, Tethers.
What do you know about this woman, Melkorka Teeterdaughter?
Korka? It's like I said, she lives on the west side of town near Valda's. Any more than that, you'll have to find out from her directly.
Still working on that sign, huh?
Things fall apart.
Still working on... Is there anything else you can tell me about the Brotherhood of Scoggins? Why would they have taken Isaac?
It's all because of Bjorn, the leader. He wants power. He got Mike Lobb, and then Isaac and me when we were desperate and needed help. Now he's losing control, and he's scared. I just hope it's not too late for Isaac.
Are you okay, Steve? You seem tense.
I'm not tense. Lots of people have trouble sleeping. It doesn't mean anything.
How long have you had trouble sleeping?
Since the eraser factory reopened. Why?
Just asking. Assuming Sheriff Bog wasn't sending me on another wild goose chase, I've arrived at the house of the mysterious Melkorka. I'm still not sure how she ties into the disappearances, but she's the only lead I've got. According to the sheriff's description, she sounds like a recluse, probably the town's resident gossipy spinster.
Good evening, Agent Tethers. I see you found my note. Quickly, come inside before they see us.
I see you're a puzzle fan, Miss Teeterdaughter?
I dabble. Keeps the brain sharp. And my friends call me Korka. I would hope you're a friend, Agent Tethers. Can I get you a drink? Or a crossword?
Just the facts, ma'am. There's a puzzle here.
See, and I like the tree. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1 to the 2 to the 1 to the top to the 9 to the 2 to the 6 to the top to the 3 to the top to the 8 to the 9 to the 7 to the 9 to the 3 to the.
Well, that takes care of that one. Well, look at what we have here. To the 6 to the 2 to the 6 to the 2 to the 3 to the 3 to the 8 to the 3 to the 2 to the 7 to the 9 to the top to the 0 to the 2 to the 8 to the 8 to the 2 to the 1 to the 9 to the 7 to the 1 to the 6 to the 9 to the 3 to the 9 to the 9 to the 3 to the 7 to the top to the 1 to the 0 to the top to the 8 to the 2 to the 0 to the 9 to the 7 to the 2 to the 9 to the 2 to the 2 to the top to the 9 to the 2 to the 3 to the 0 to the 7 to the 8 to the 1 to the 6 to the 2 to the 0 to the 6 to the 2 to the 8 to the 6 to the 2 to the 0 to the 8 to the 9 to the 9 to the 8 to the 6 to the 2 to the 8 to the 0 to the 3 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the top to the 3 to the 2 to the 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 7 to the 0 to the 6 to the 7 to the 9 to the 8 to the 2 to the 1 to the 2 to the 8 to the 0 to the 8 to the 6 to the top to the 1 to the 3 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the 3 to the 0 to the 6 to the 6 to the 2 to the 7 to the 0 to the 9 to the 3 to the 8 to the 2 to the 2 to the 6 to the 0 to the 9 to the top to the 0 to the top to the 8 to the 2 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1 to the 7 to the 2 to the top to the 3 to the top to the 9 to the 2 to the 0 to the 8 to the 1 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the 8 to the 1 to the 1 to the 1 to the 7 to the 2 to the top to the 0 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the 1 to the 0 to the 2 to the 7 to the 0 to the 1 to the 9 to the 3 to the 8 to the top to the 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 0 to the top to the top to the top to the 9 to the 6 to the 2 to the 2 to the 6 to the 2 to the 2 to the 9 to the 2 to the 8 to the 9 to the top to the 2 to the 9 to the 3 to the 0 to the 3 to the 8 to the 1 to the 9 to the 6 to the 2 to the 2 to the 2 to the 8 to the 8 to the 1 to the 0 to the 9 to the 7 to the top to the 6 to the 6 to the top to the 9 to the 3 to the 3 to the 2 to the 2 to the 6 to the 1 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the 7 to the top to the 6 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the 3 to the 3 to the 7 to the 8 to the 6 to the 7 to the 8 to the 3 to the 1 to the 6 to the top to the 2 to the 7 to the 1 to the 2 to the 0 to the 1 to the 9 to the 0 to the 9 to the 1 to the 2 to the top to the 6 to the 2 to the 8 to the top to the 6 to the 6 to the 9 to the 2 to the 3 to the 2 to the 6 to the 0 to the 3 to the 2 to the 8 to the 6 to the 1 to the 0 to the 2 to the top to the 2 to the 3 to the 2 to the 6 to the 6 to the 2 to the 8 to the 2 to the 1 to the 3 to the 3 to the 9 to the 3 to the 6 to the 0 to the 7 to the 2 to the 6 to the 0 to the 9 to the 1 to the 2 to the. Well, that wasn't so hard. Is this the latest from Hanji Monosaki?
Rated 4 dragons, they said. Monosaki-sensei's lost his edge.
I thought it was kind of tricky. Board games! And they're all for 2 players only. Marry me. Oh, I mean, you should try the new strategy game, Marry Me. It's fun for the whole family. You mentioned a note. Are you the one who slipped a note with a puzzle under my door?
Forgive the theatrics, Agent Heathers. I knew your reputation, but I had to be sure you had what it takes.
How are the hidden people tied into all this?
Seriously, Agent Heathers? Maybe I misjudged you. Are you here to investigate a crime? Or to chase after forest gnomes, like those gullible fools in the Brotherhood cult?
Your puzzle had a list of all the missing people in Scoggins for over a decade.
I've been keeping track. Somebody has to.
There's a name I didn't recognize. Halder Magnuson.
Halldór. He was my partner.
Business partner?
8 years ago, he went into the woods. Never came back.
What does this mean? Isaac Davner does not exist.
Finally, you're asking the right questions.
Test pilot Ed Davis? But that's Isaac Davner.
And look at the date of that article.
16 years ago. And that's just a few weeks before the date of the first missing persons case.
Exactly.
None of this explains how Bjorn and his Brotherhood cult is involved.
Think clearly, Nelson. That lodge has been a part of the town for decades. The disappearances started only 16 years ago. There is only one explanation. Ed Davis, your Isaac Davner, is a serial murderer.
But the hidden people, I saw them take Isaac away.
Smokescreen. Davner disappeared just as you were getting too close. You're the only one who can find him and stop him.
I don't know what to think. I need some gum.
Let me see your map. I have marked approximately where in the woods Halldór disappeared. Once the FBI showed up, Ed Davis ran back into hiding.
But
You want to find Isaac Davner? Head back to the scene of his crimes.
all right, I'll do it. Someone has got to investigate.
Come back whenever you find something, Nelson. I'll be up. I can stay up all night.
Well then. Still working on...
Things fall apart.
If you can think of anything else, it's important you tell me.
I'm sorry, Agent Tethers. I've told you everything I know.
I've arrived at the point Corca marked on my map. No signs yet of anyone here. That's Edvard, one of the members of the Brotherhood cult. Got to find out what he's... Edvard gave me the slip. And now, I have no idea where I am. I'll have to find my way back to... I can't believe it, but I found the body of an astronaut. I don't want to, but I've got to see.
Nelson, I didn't hear you come in.
Is this the latest? I thought... I went to the spot you marked in the woods.
Did you find that Davis?
More than that. I found the body of an astronaut.
An astronaut.
Like in my dreams, but real.
As real as the hidden people?
The hidden people! The forest is full of them! Staring, whispering.
You've been in Scoggins too long. You're chasing shadows.
I saw one of Bjorn's cult members out there. Probably covering up the scene of the crime.
Why now?
Bjorn must have seen us talking, or the sheriff. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
You don't believe me. The hidden people, the Brotherhood, the astronaut. It's all connected.
Maybe you have uncovered something. Where did you see this astronaut?
It was, I don't know. I got turned around, but I know I saw it.
If you did see something, there's nothing you can do tonight.
You're right. I'll check it out tomorrow. Good night. A night's rest is exactly what I needed to clear my head. Even in daylight, I'd never be able to find that astronaut on my own. But I can pay a visit to the lodge to find out what the Brotherhood was doing in the forest.